Late last week, the wrestling community lost one of the greatest of all time, and Hulk Hogan, who was 71, passed away last Thursday after undergoing cardiac arrest, and it was just a shockwave that was sent throughout the wrestling community. He was a controversial figure, and that stuff is horrible that he did. But when you're talking about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, and the impact that he not only had on sports and entertainment, but just the world as a whole, it is a massive loss. Hulk Hogan is the biggest star in professional wrestling history, and that is because he was the first massive star in professional wrestling. He was the first box office attraction, and he is the reason that WWE is where it is and pro wrestling is where it is at large, and that is because back in the 80s, Vince McMahon brought Hulk Hogan back and brought him back in this character to create WrestleMania, the biggest show of all time. And without Hulk Hogan, we don't know if WrestleMania happens. Yes, it may still happen. WWE still might have went global and worldwide, but not to the level it's at today. And this guy, for what he achieved, is just on a different level. He's a 12-time champion. He won 6 championships in WWE/F and WCW. He's a 2-time WWE Hall-of-Famer, and he was arguably one of, if not the best baby faces of all time, while being one of the best heels of all time. And you just don't see that every day. Normally, it's one or the other. John Cena is a great example, was compared to Hulk for so long because the first kind of part of his career, and basically 99% of Cena's career, just like Hulk, people knew them as the good guy, the ultimate good guy, you know. And to turn heel when he went to WCW for Hulk Hogan, it really changed the business forever. And as Eric Bischoff's podcast is known as, and it's called 83 Weeks, that's because they beat WWF in 83 straight weeks in the ratings. And Hulk, but before Hulk went to WCW, WCW was not where they became when Hulk and NWO ruled over that promotion. So he is a large part for, first creating WWF as the largest promotion with the introduction of WrestleMania and then later in the 90s, creating the first company that truly not just went head-to-head with WWF, but actually beat them for a long period of time. And since that hasn't happened and hasn't frankly came close. So it just is a crazy loss because people of all ages know Hulk Hogan. Whether I'm in my 20s, I'm obviously affected by Hulk Hogan and his appearances sporadically throughout the last couple of decades, or if you're older, you grew up with him, or if you're even younger, everyone knows Hulk Hogan, and that is because he just impacted the world on a different level. And he will truly be missed. WWE put out 2 great tribute shows, first on SmackDown, then on Monday Night Raw, with great videos and collages with pictures, the 10-bell salute on each show, and really honored him in a fantastic way. And it really is just a great loss because when everyone talks about Mount Rushmore level WWE figures and wrestlers, it normally starts with Hulk Hogan because you could put the wrestling to the side. He is one of, if not the biggest star of all time in the business, and that is because of his star power. He was on Sports Illustrated. He was on many talk shows, late night shows over the years, and he just was that larger than life wrestler and figure among everybody else. And it's a shame that he passed away at 71 years old. He had a great career and one that will be felt and impacted throughout everyone in the professional wrestling business for years to come. I'm Ryan Wohl. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.